The Webasto heater is now fitted. It's the AirTop 2000. Got the leisure battery, the DC to DC charger. It's all up and working. The heater control is here. We've also got a Bluetooth remote sensor there. What I can do with it, I'll just show you. If I go to, well, first of all, that's for the battery. If I just turn that on a second, I can go to the battery lock, and that tells me all about the battery. Connect to the battery. So there you go, that's for the battery. It's telling me all about it. 99% charged, capacity remaining, and so on. But the thing that we fitted, that controls it so that it can't flatten the battery, it can't stop the car working, it can only charge up from the car. So we're going to Webasto then, you'll see there. So we've got heater, you've got here map, so that's showing you where it is. I can ring fence the car like so, confirm action, switch on the alarm. This is all being done over the internet. It's not just connecting with it here, it's, there you go. If I go to there, you see you've got ventilation or heater. Now ventilation, if I go onto ventilation, that's on ventilation level 4. So I can choose to blow cool air. If it's a hot day, I can choose to move the air around in it. And this, as I say, is all done over the internet or via Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, whatever. So if I just click save, ventilation, click on ventilation, confirm action, and you'll see down there, it's come green light and ventilation switched on. That's all done from my phone, but I don't have to be sat in the car, I can be sat anywhere. So we'll just knock that off, knock that off like so, ventilation off. Again, if I click on there, you've got ventilation or heating. If I go on to heating, there, that's the temperature, and I can increase the temperature like so. Click save. If I want to click it on, confirm action, okay. Heater waiting, lights coming on there, and in a short while, there you go. I've just got it set for 30 minutes, the heater. That's just in case I switch it on in the morning, or I set the timer. I don't want to have it on all day just in case. So that's that. I will show you, I was hoping that the vehicle would steam up, to be honest. I've been sat here trying to get it to steam up, but it's fairly warm today, even though it lashed down. The conditions are to make it virtually undrivable is for you to be wet getting in it and it to be cold and raining. That's when it steams all the windows up. I'm just going to knock that off for a second. So we'll knock the heater off and I'll get driving, see if that makes any difference. But I've really missed this vehicle. You know, I'll just show you, that's the heater control there, that's the receiver. I've really missed the vehicle. I enjoy driving it. It's, you know, it's not a fantastic drive as anything. You wouldn't jump in it and think, wow, you know, this is so comfortable. But it's a fun drive, and it's cheap too. As they always say with EVs, cheap to charge. What always catches me out in this is because it's fully charged at the moment, it's showing 46 mile, there's no regen. So if I put my foot down here, you know, it's going over the 28 miles an hour. I'm getting up to 30 there. Now coming down that hill up there, when there's no regen on, it's scary. It'll do kind of 40 miles an hour before you kind of bottle out. But vehicle's just steaming up a little bit now with me talking and the camera's heating up. It's just starting to steam up a little bit. It's nowhere near as bad as it gets, nowhere near. Now with the ordinary remote control here, there's an on-off switch, rotary control. I'll pull over and I'll show you through my glasses how I switch it on. We'll just give it a little bit more time to hopefully steam. Plus, the other thing is I've got Rain-X on it to kind of stop it steaming up. Doesn't work in very, very bad conditions at all. Doesn't keep the steam away. I'll just pull over here, let these cars go past, because when I set the alert before, right, pull the handbrake on, right, when I set the alert before, you'll see it's just sent me a message to say it's outside the ring fence area. So that's also warning me. Thermo connect alarm. So that's just sent me a message to warn me it's gone out of the ring fenced area. So we'll just go back here. That's knocked off. We'll get going again. Trying to heat the vehicle up. I've not used it for 6 months, and in that time that I haven't used it, of course, I've been going to the fuel station with my Range Rover, I've been eating chocolate bars, I've put on weight, it's cost me a fortune in diesel, and so, you know, I am glad to see it back, especially as it's the weather's getting better. It's so much fun in the morning. I can nip through little spaces that I can't in my Range Rover. There's one in particular where there's two. It's kind of a one-lane road, but at the end it splits into 2 lanes going down the dual carriageway. And we've got, well, if the car in the right-hand lane doesn't move right the way over, then you can't get through. But normally, in the Ami, you can just fly down the inside. So I actually get to work quicker. You know, nipping through town. There's a shortcut through town. The shortcut is, between 11 and 6 in Preston, there's a bus lane. So between 11 and 6, you can't go through the bus lane. However, there's a little shortcut that you can get through. If I go that way, they've got all the road up where I live. They're building flood defences, and it's been up for 12 months. I basically have to turn left away from my house, go up the road to the next traffic lights, turn right at the next traffic lights, come back down, turn right again, turn left, come in round the back of my flat. And it takes me ages. If I come this way, I get stuck in the traffic quite a lot going to the town centre, because everybody has to go up this way, except for a little known shortcut through Preston, which I'll try and show you, and we'll see. I'm going to switch the heater on now. The way we've done it is, I was going to have 2 hoses going over here with air directed onto the windscreen, but because the AirTop 2000 is so powerful, and I mean it's so hot, or can be if you want it to, we decided to do away with that and just have the outlet here, the inlet's over here, so it sucks in the warm air too, so it doesn't need warming. You know, you're not constantly sucking cold air in. With the inlet there, you're just recirculating warm air. The switch is there, click on there, I turn that across, that's the heater there, click on. It's just starting up. You can just feel the catalyst starts warming up, burning the diesel, you should be able to see over here, it'll be drawing current, and it started heating now. It's also charging the leisure battery. Charging, and then down here you can just see it over there, and you can probably hear it now. Can you see it there? That's it there. Just take you through Preston here, through this shortcut. We're also going past the best bar in Preston. My good friend Nico. It's just starting raining as well, so we're getting ideal conditions here. So this is Guildhall Street. Nico's is closed today, although, is there anybody behind me?
Hello, Mr. Buddy.
Hiya.
So, in price, it's here even.
Right, I'll shoot off.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Have a good evening.
I will do. See you in a bit. See you. Sorry about that, just quick pit stop at Nico's, and then back to the, all right, I thought we was going across the road, back to the shortcut. So we go through the centre of town, try not to knock anybody over. You see there's a bus in front of us. There's a lady just about to launch a kid across the road. No, she's not going. And then here we've got 11 till 6. So that's the one road off on the left, but the one road off on the right here, we go through here. That's no entry down there, but then we do this. Without knocking anybody over at the other end. Or any cyclists. And then down the road. So it's absolutely toasty in here. It really is toasty. Click on there. Turn it right up. Now listen. It's blasting out. You can also increase the fan I can do it from my phone, but I don't want to touch my phone, obviously. It's a perfect, quite expensive, but it'll pay for itself in no time. We've been using this without using 40 and 50 quid's worth of fuel a week. Only uses a minute amount of diesel to heat the car up, and it's just, you know, this is all you need. This is all you need. Look at all these cars here. You know, I mean, it's just, look at them, all stopped, all using petrol and diesel, all contributing to greenhouse gases, and this is in town. I mean, if you're on a motorway and you're just flying along in your diesel or petrol, fair enough, but don't tell me about, you know, buying an EV that's got a massive EV that's got aircon and so on. I mean, that's just stupid. The heater's a bit of overkill, but if I could do without it, I would do without it. But as I've said before, the Ami is undrivable when it's raining, when it's steamed up. It's impossible to drive. You've got that like that. You put that like so. You've got rain on that surface, rain on this surface, and rain on the outside of this glass. That's where I'm looking, and same there. That's my height. You can't see a thing. And also, of course, when it's cold, you've got like a hell of a draft coming through. Just trying to keep your windows clear, you have to freeze to death as well. So we'll put that down. And that's it. And you can't speed. I love this car, or this quadricycle. Yeah. Chucking heat out. I should be able to stop in a minute and I'll be able to look at my phone, tell you what the temperature is. There you go, we'll pull up over here. Handbrake on, where's my phone? Here we go. What's the temperature? Go back, temperature there. So it's 24 degrees in here now. That's warm enough for anybody, and it will just keep getting hotter. It's now, let me just see, I'll put video on here. Video 24. So there you go, that's it. It's very, I click on there, see there, I can turn it down like so, set it. That's the receiver for Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and then that's it. So I have to say, as I'm absolutely boiling now. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I'm too hot. I'm sweltering. Shoo. All right, well, it's been a long time coming, but thanks for watching. If you need any help with anything, Any questions, just drop us a line in the comment section. Can't promise I can help, but hopefully. Now it's raining. I wanted it to rain before, and it didn't. But we've got the ideal conditions now for the heater. I'm going to switch it off now. It'll go through the cooling down process. Just working off my leisure battery and not flattening the other battery. And of course, if we'd have wired it up through the ignition, as soon as I turned the ignition off, then it would have just cut the power to the Webasto heater. It wouldn't have gone through the cooling down process. Probably overheated it, burnt out the catalyst, and would have just been a nightmare. Love this vehicle. It's absolutely brilliant. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.